Yes,
Welcome,
good
sir.
morning. Chairman Hurst, members of the committee, fellow panelists, and members of the attending public and press. Thank you for giving your time over to this most important of issues. My name is Matthew McCauley. I'm here today representing LEAP, Law Enforcement Against Prohibition. LEAP is the fourth largest drug policy reform group in the United States of America. It is one of the largest internationally, and it is the only group whose core members are officers of former and current officers of the police, of the courts, of probation and parole, and of corrections. All of our members are united in urging passage of 1550. I first thought of addressing the committee as a student of history and pointing out the obvious and all too numerous parallels between alcohol prohibition and drug prohibition, but I see that work has already been done for me. So I will simply draw a further parallel, one which may have escaped this committee, but is of particular interest to its members as the guardians of the good name and the honor of the various departments of police within the state, and that is that all the major police corruption scandals that have broken out in the United States since the beginning of the war on drugs, whether they be in Los Angeles or New York, in New Orleans or Philadelphia, in Houston or in Cleveland, they have all begun as drug scandals. That is, the money and the influence that first corrupted the police came from the huge profits that flow from the sale of illegal drugs, and of course chief among those illegal drugs would be marijuana, since it is by far the most commonly used illicit drug in the United States of America. That having been said, I think it is more to the committee's benefit that I testify as a former probation officer. I worked for several years in the King County District Court system, and I wonder if, for all the committee's knowledge and experience with the criminal justice system here in the state, if you can realize the tremendous frustration that I had back then in the day when I was a serving probation officer, and that my fellow probation and parole community corrections officers have in the current day, and that is that there is never enough space for the genuinely evil people in society, the child molesters, the pimps who exploit teenagers, others of their ilk. How in good conscience can members of this committee or your fellow legislators put nonviolent, non-fraudulent individuals in jail for nothing worse than a bad habit, a vice, while such people are allowed to go free or to serve sentences shorter than might otherwise be the case? Again, the answer to this horrible injustice is the passage of 1550, both out of committee and hopefully at some time in the near future by the House and the legislature as a whole.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your time, and I'll take questions if you're so inclined.
Thank you for your testimony.